Welcome, my dear friends, to my YouTube channel, Nobel Pets. Are you feeling lonely or isolated? Are you separated, divorced, widowed, or retired? You need somebody to be around you. If not any individual, you can have any pet around you to show love for you, which is a proven alternative for a long. Pets take care of you, help bring your necessities from a pharmacy or consumer store, play with you, show love for you, lick your feet, enjoy every moment with you, provide friendship, break your loneliness, and provide live company. This can't be other than your pets, and you can practically associate with pets. You can view my YouTube channel, Nobel Pets, my pets, my companion, my communicator, my introducer. You see any of worthiness of pets, please subscribe my YouTube channel, Nobel Pets. If you have anything to comment, good or adverse, please comment. If you feel it can be anything helpful for your friends or your family, please share the links to my YouTube channel, Nobel Pets, with such individuals. In this YouTube channel, Nobel Pets, I am describing good images of Siberian Husky dogs in detail. Please subscribe by pressing on the bell icon and the all bell icon so you may not miss my coming YouTube notification without fail. Just enjoy my present YouTube channel, my pets, my loyal friends, my dependable companions, and more.
History and origins. Siberian Huskies dogs originated in Northeast Asia, where they were bred by the Chukchi people of Siberia for sled pulling and companionship. They are an active, energetic, resilient breed that survived in the extremely cold and harsh environment of the Siberian Arctic. William Gusick, a Russian fur trader, introduced the Siberian Husky to Nome, Alaska, during the Nome Gold Rush, initially as sled dogs to work the mining fields and for expeditions through otherwise impassable terrain. But today, the Siberian Husky is typically a house pet, though they are still frequently used as sled dogs by competitive and recreational mushers. In 2015, a DNA study indicated that the Siberian Husky dogs are genetically close to the Alaskan Malamute and the Alaskan Husky, as it shows genetically closeness, and were related to Chukotka sled dogs from Siberia. They were separate from the two Inuit dogs, the Canadian Eskimo dog and the Greenland dog. In North America, the Siberian Husky and the Malamute both had maintained their Siberian lineage and had contributed significantly to the Alaskan Husky, which was developed through crossing with European breeds. Siberian Huskies show a genetic affinity with historical East Siberian dogs and ancient Lake Baikal dogs, and can be traced to a lineage that is over 9,500 years old. These northern sled dogs are the oldest and purest bred in their native Siberia, as old as 3,000 years. The Siberian native people were dependent on Siberian Husky dogs for their survival and were selectively bred to be able to carry loads over long distances at greater speeds. The dogs lived with owner families as non-aggressive dogs that were friendly towards the children and were used in their ancient age are the very best sled dogs. At the end of the 19th century, the important story of this super dog reached the Americas, and in 1909 a team of Huskies was sent to take part in an Alaskan sled race, where they beat the larger variety of dogs known as Malamutes, who were slower but dominating till date. After the Second World War, when the breed had been used as a search and rescue dog in the Arctic by the U.S. military, they became increasingly popular and spread to Europe, where they became a favorites for their space and ability to exercise and care for such a canine athlete. Siberian Husky appearance. Coat. A Siberian Husky has a double coat that is thicker than that of most of other dog breeds. It has two layers, a dense, finely wavy undercoat and a longer topcoat of thicker, straight guard hairs. It protects the dogs effectively against harsh Arctic winters and also reflects heat in the summer. It can withstand temperatures as low as -50 to -60 degrees Celsius, -58 to -76 degrees Fahrenheit. The undercoat is often absent during shedding. Their thick coats require weekly grooming. An excessively long coat, sometimes referred to as a woolly or woolies coat. Eyes. The American Kennel Club describes the Siberian Husky's eyes as an almond shape, moderately spaced and set slightly obliquely. The American Kennel Club breed standard is that eyes may be brown, blue, or black, one of each, or particolored or acceptable. Complete is heterochromia. These eye color combinations are considered acceptable by the American Kennel Club. The party color does not affect the vision of the dog. Nose. Show quality dogs are preferred to have neither pointed nor square noses. The nose is black in gray dogs, tan in black dogs, liver in copper-colored dogs, and maybe light tan in white dogs. In some instances, Siberian Huskies can exhibit what is called snow nose, or winter nose. This condition is called hypopigmentation in animals. Tail. Siberian Husky tails are heavily furred. These dogs will often curl up with their tails over their faces and noses to provide additional warmth. When curled up to sleep, the Siberian Husky will cover its nose for warmth, often referred to as the Siberian swirl. The American Kennel Club recommends the tail should be expressive, held low when the dog is relaxed, and curved upward in a sickle shape when excited or interested in something. Size. The breed standard indicates that the males of the breed are ideally between 20 and 24 inches, 51 and 61 centimeters tall at the withers and weigh between 45 and 60 pounds, 20 and 27 kilograms. Females are smaller, growing to between 19 and 23 inches, 48 and 58 centimeters tall at the withers and weighing between 35 and 50 pounds, 16 and 23 kilograms. The people of behavior and fence needs. The husky usually howls instead of barking. They have been described as escape artists, which can include digging under, chewing through, or even jumping over fences. A 6 feet 1.83 meters fence is recommended for this breed as a pet, although some have been known to overcome fences as high as 8 feet 2.44 meters. Electric pet fencing may not be effective. They need the frequent companionship of people and other dogs, and their need to feel like part of a pack is very strong. The character of the Siberian Husky is friendly and gentle. A study found an association between a gene in the breed and impulsivity, inattention, and high activity. Siberian Husky personality. The Siberian Husky is a working dog by heart. They are, however, friendly, gentle, and alert. They are not obedient always, however, as they are independent, scorn training, and are selectively bred for one purpose. The Siberian Husky is active and agile, and as such can be difficult to keep as a companion dog. They are quiet most of the time as they don't bark, but they do howl, which is a joy for most Huskies and is the cause of concern for their neighbors. Ideal owner. Ideal Siberian Husky owners will have experience with their larger Spitz-type breeds, need lots of space both indoors and out, and a lot of spare time both for their dog and to vacuum up the shred their fur all the time, which will shed endlessly. Sibs fare best where there is ample space for their desire to run and run, so someone who loves dryland mushing, Connie X, or bike joring for example. Homes need not be huge, but access to secure outdoor space is vital, and as Huskies tend to be better in multi-dog homes, a rural home is best. High fences are a must as these dogs are escapologists and opportunistic hunters. Exercise needs. This Husky dog needs a considerable amount of exercise in a safe enclosed area, or on a lead, as they do have a strong desire to run if free and cannot be relied upon to return when called. A very well-fenced garden is a necessity and, as they can jump anything from a standstill, height is also important. An adult Siberian needs 2+ hours of exercise daily and an appropriate opportunity to run. Space requirements. The Siberian Husky size is medium, but they must live in a house with plenty of space so they can run around. Therefore, a rural environment would be ideal for them as this would allow them to exercise freely and would be an environment where they are less likely to disturb any neighbors with their inevitable howling. Nutrition and feeding. Siberian Husky dogs' diet needs to be balanced with all the main nutrients, including a constant supply of fresh water. It's important to conduct regular body condition scores to ensure you keep your dog in ideal shape, and remember to feed them at least twice daily as per feeding guidelines, which can contribute to a Siberian Husky lifespan reaching 15 years. Grooming Siberian Huskies. The Husky grooming process is to brush and comb, which is easy to do 2 or 3 times a week normally. But daily grooming during the molting period, which in a warm house is a necessity all the time, which keeps it clean with little or no doggy smell. Training Siberian Huskies. Siberian Huskies do not need training whatsoever. They love to run, and their view is that they don't need to be trained to do that. They should, however, be well socialized and trained to walk on a harness and lead. Walking without pulling can be a challenge for this breed, given that is what they were bred to do. A good recall should also be taught, but this is for emergencies and not generally to be relied upon. This is a breed that will hunt small animals, and so owners should watch out for that. Are Siberian Huskies good family dogs? The Siberian Husky is a specialist dog who needs to run and needs too high maintenance for most families. While many dogs are traditionally thought to be good with children, all dogs and children need to be taught to get on with and respect each other, and be safe together. Even so, dogs and young children should never be left alone together, and adults should supervise all interactions between them. Siberian Husky Fun Facts. The Siberian Husky was developed as a sled dog to carry light loads at high speeds over extremely long distances. When they sleep, Huskies are known to wrap their tails around their faces. This allows for their breath to warm their tail and keeps their nose and face protected from the cold. A group of Siberian Huskies saved a small town in Nome, Alaska when they were affected by a very serious disease called diphtheria. They have super friendly personalities, and so they're not very well suited to being watchdogs. A husky's howl can be heard from 10 miles away. Are Siberian Huskies aggressive? Huskies are not considered to be aggressive, but they might bite if they feel threatened or if someone oversteps their boundaries. However, this should not happen at all if they're properly trained. Are Huskies part wolf? No, although it's a popular myth concerning Huskies given their appearance and ancestry, they are completely separate from the wolf species. Are Siberian Huskies difficult? Huskies are notoriously difficult to train as they are usually very stubborn and curious, with a short attention span. However, training them is not impossible, and if time and effort is put into it, they can be receptive. Are Huskies hard to potty train? Despite their stubbornness, Huskies can be potty trained if they're following a consistent routine. Keep in mind that they will also need an effective motivator that can help them perceive the action as pleasant. Health. A 2024 UK study found a life expectancy of 11.9 years for the breed compared to an average of 12.7 for pure breeds and 12 for crossbreeds. Health issues in the breed are mainly genetic, such as seizures and defects of the eye, juvenile cataracts, corneal dystrophy, canine glaucoma and progressive retinal atrophy, and congenital laryngeal paralysis. Hip dysplasia is not often found in this breed, however, as with many medium or larger sized canines, it can occur. The Orthopedic Foundation for Animals currently has the Siberian Husky ranked 155th out of a possible 160 breeds at risk for hip dysplasia, with only 2% of tested Siberian Huskies showing dysplasia. Siberian Huskies used for sled racing may also be prone to other ailments, such as gastric disease, bronchitis or bronchopulmonary ailments, ski asthma, 36, and gastric erosions or ulcerations. The Siberian Husky is one of the more commonly affected breeds for X-linked progressive retinal atrophy. The condition is caused by a mutation the RPGR gene in the breed. Modern Siberian Huskies registered in the US are almost entirely the descendants of the 1930 Siberia imports and of Leonard Seppala's dogs, particularly Togo. 39. The limited number of registered foundational dogs has led to some discussion about their vulnerability to the founder effect. Traditional use and other activities. Originally, Huskies were used as sled dogs in the polar regions. One can differentiate Huskies from other dog types by their fast pulling style. Modern racing Huskies, also known as Alaskan Huskies, represent an ever-changing crossbreed of the fastest dogs. Humans use Huskies in sled dog racing. Various companies have marketed tourist treks with dog sledges for adventure travelers in snow regions. Huskies are also kept as pets, and groups work to find new pet homes for retired racing and adventure trekking dogs. Many Huskies, especially Siberian Huskies, are considered working dogs, and often are high energy. Exercise is extremely important for the physical and mental health of these kinds of dogs, and it can also prompt a strong bond between the owner and dog. Since many owners now have Huskies as pets in settings that are not ideal for sledding, other activities have been found that are good for the dog and fun for the owner. Rally obedience. Owners guide their dogs through a course of difficult exercises side by side. There are typically 10 to 20 signs per course and involve different commands or tricks. Agility training. A fast-paced obstacle course that deals with speed and concentration. Dogs race the clock to complete the course correctly. Skijoring is an alternative to sled pulling. The owner would be on skis while the dog would pull via a rope connected between the two. Dog hiking is an alternative for owners who live near or are able to travel to a trail. The owner travels with their dogs along trails in the wilderness. This activity allows the owner and dog to gain exercise without using the Husky's strong sense of pulling. Some companies make hiking equipment especially for dogs in which they may carry their own gear, including water, food, and bowls for each. Carting, also known as dryland mushing or sulky driving, is an urban alternative to dog sledding. Here, the dog can pull a cart that contains either supplies or an individual. This is also an acceptable way to use a dog's natural inclination to pull in an effective way. These carts can be bought or handmade by the individual. Biketouring is an activity where the owner bikes along with their dog while they are attached to their bike through a harness which keeps both the dog and owner safe. The dog or team of dogs can be attached to a tow line to also pull the biker.
Do you like my YouTube channel Nobel Pets? If you like, then you share with your friends and families and ask them to subscribe and like and comment whatever you like or you dislike so I can put the in the next video. Thank you. Thank you.